incredible journey. We're on the NFL of networking. That's what we're doing. And I am here and proud to say that I'm here with Ambassador Tonio Ellison, founder of the Tonio Inclusion Summit. And we decided we love to track our journey and share the behind the scenes. And we're going to do as much live coverage as we can, having fun. So I'm going to put the camera on Tonio and introduce Tonio Ellison. What's the good word, Tonio?
Yo, what's going on, everyone?
Let me just switch this camera.
Uh-oh.
Can I do this? Oof. All right, there we go. There's Tonio. Tonio.
What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Access, and I mean VIP access to tonight's Ross. For those who may know Blanca, knows that Rick Ross, she listens to Rick Ross at least 10 times a day. And the 10 times a day is 3 times in her sleep. So, let us know, how did it happen? Because you manifested, and guess what? It's here. So how? How did you do it?
All right, well, oh my gosh. What did I do? Hold on. All right, hold on. So, how did I do it? Well, all right, here we go. I'm going to tell you. We're going to learn some laws of life as we go on this journey together. So, this is the laws of NFL networking. And I apologize for the shakiness, but the roads in New Orleans are a little shaky. Now, before I tell you how I got us VIP access to the Rick Ross party, first we're going to introduce our incredible driver, Jonathan. Jonathan!
Hello.
Thank you so much for helping us today. You're incredible.
No problem.
We can't thank you enough. And, oh, there we go. So you got to hold it at the very edge, otherwise you got to adjust the...
Okay.
So, Jonathan, where are you from?
I'm from Morgan City, Louisiana.
So how did we get so lucky to get you as our driver today?
That I'm not sure. I think I got lucky.
What's the name of the company you work for?
ABC Transportation LLC.
Let's give a shout out to Amy at ABC Transportation LLC, the best driving company in New Orleans, Louisiana. All right, so how come you don't have a Louisiana accent? What's up with that?
I'm not sure, actually. Some people do, some people don't. I don't really know.
All right. And how long have you been working with the company?
I've been here for about 3 months now.
So when you picked us up, you pick up a lot of customers, right?
I do, yeah.
Did you see anything different about us?
Yeah, absolutely. I normally pick up offshore guys, so definitely different.
You're liking the laws of life energy?
Absolutely.
All right.
So much fun.
Oh my God. So are you going to come tonight? We invited Jonathan to come with us tonight.
I hope so. I'm going to try to.
Jonathan's meditating on it. He's going to think about it, if he's going to do it or not. Okay. So, to answer your question, Tonio, basically on the invitation, I got a regular ticket to the invitation, but then the secret law of life is this. You call the director of the venue. So I called Winter, the director of the 11 venue at the Caesars Palace. It's at the Fillmore. And I sent him an email and I said, always introduce yourself when you reach out to someone that you don't know. I said, I'm an entertainment lawyer from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm traveling with Tonio Ellison, the founder of the Tonio Ellison Inclusion Summit. And although we do have a ticket to attend, we would really like to be at the VIP level because I'm a huge fan of Rick Ross, and I listen to the Hustlin' song every day. It's my anthem. It's our personal anthem. I got Tonio listening to it now. And so basically friendliness, warmth, and connection. And then of course I left my cell phone number, and Winter was nice enough to text me. The minute he texted me, this is the law of immediate response. So when you're in the NFL of networking, you have to be consistently and automatically responsive. And you got to be really on your game, just like the NFL. And you've got to be ready. to answer your phone. So from the minute Tonio and I woke up, we worked out in the gym. That's another really key element. You gotta exercise. Get the exercise in, get the blood flowing, get the brain going. And of course, Tonio and I personally make the choice not to drink. So that keeps our brain very sharp, so that when we're networking with people, we can remember the details. Because if we're drinking alcohol, then we're not gonna remember their names. We're not gonna remember. Always get the first name and the last name of the person that you're networking with. Always lock them in your cell. And another great law of life is to take a selfie with them and then text it to them right after you meet them. And it's really the law of being ready, the law of fast response. And so, long story short, Winter texted me. I immediately picked up the phone, called him, and built rapport. The other law of getting VIP access is kindness. So you don't want to be too pushy, you don't want to be aggressive, you don't want to be negative, because you're asking someone to help you. So you want to show them love and you want to connect with them. And I also asked Winter, how can I support you? You know, do you want us to invite more players? Do you want us to invite more VIPs? So that was basically the laws of life that I applied. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, once again, it's all about just cultivating, getting to know an individual. Transparency is very, very critical. But also, just as you stated before, it's the acts of kindness. Even if it's a no, I do thank you for at least picking up the phone. You may never know. Sometimes that no, once you hang up that phone, they can end up calling back and say, you want to know, that person treated me so kind. Let me see what I can do for that individual. Because normally, oftentimes, individuals, they are used to, you know, people being aggressively assertive. And that could be an absolute turnoff. But because you didn't do that, made him think twice for him to go above and beyond for you. So that was really beautiful. And congratulations, you're going to be meeting your idol tonight. That's so awesome. Rick Ross, I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Mr. Everyday I'm Hustling. Diced Pineapples. Listen, all of these are songs, guys, by the way. I'm just letting you know. And it goes on and on. Mr. Austin Martin Music. It's Rick Ross, for crying out loud. Like, it's Rick Ross. Do you like Rick Ross?
I do. Love Rick Ross.
See? Rick Ross, you're global, man.
I'm envisioning myself on the stage with Rick Ross dancing to I'm Hustling. I'm seeing it.
Oh, that would be so great.
I'm going to ask Rick Ross if I can introduce him.
Oh, that would be so great. Oh, my goodness.
I did have a vision that you and I and Rick Ross were going to be in a Rolls Royce smoking cigars.
I don't smoke. Well, hey, listen, I'll make it.
So that's vision. That's vision, setting an intention. And we were talking about this on the way.
Yeah.
Is thinking big. How big can you think? So, like, let's take the vision of Rick Ross. Like, first of all, we're going to get to see Rick Ross perform. So my second vision for tonight is that we're going to meet Rick Ross and we're going to connect with Rick Ross tonight. Oh, by the way, don't forget something else. One of my business partners, AR, that's assisting me in the production of my upcoming reality show, Blanca's Law,
Right.
which will highlight my journey as an entertainment attorney and socialite. Rick Ross is currently filming a movie in Miami called
That
Key
is
Largo.
absolutely correct.
And AR said that I would also meet Rick Ross on the set of Key Largo
So this
movie.
is a great intro.
So we've got that movie in common. We're using the same film team that Rick Ross is using for Key Largo. So we could say, hey, Rick, you know, we're using Terrence as the film team, and we'd love to know, like, how did you choose Terrence? And what distinguishes Terrence as a filmmaker? And what is your advice to us, having gone through the production of Key Largo, and where are you at in the production? And that's a good law of life, is to always research the celebrity that you're about to meet.
Correct.
Just like we researched many of the VIPs while we were waiting for Jonathan to pick us up, so that we know their background. The details matter. the details matter. So you know what, Tonio? Let's open up your cell phone and let's do some research on Rick Ross. Let's get as many details. I mean, I love his music. I play on Hustlin', but I do know one thing. I know he's one of the 4th billionaires in the country that's a rapper. So that's a very high honor that he became, the 4th rapper billionaire, basically. So what else do we know about Rick Ross? Let's do some research analysis here.
Okay, so I am on Wikipedia, because Wikipedia don't lie. So William Leonard Roberts II, also known as Rick Ross, is an American rapper.
Wait, what's his official name?
William Leonard Roberts II.
William Leonard Roberts. Okay.
Born January 28th, 1976. Known professionally as Rick Ross, is an American rapper and influential figure in modern hip-hop music. Rick Ross has become known for his booming vocal performance, larger-than-life persona, which is very true, and vivid lyrical imagery. His lyrics form the hardship of the street life and black market economic activity into. And this is Rick Ross.
I like that Gucci windbreaker. That's nice. Rick, wherever you are, if you're watching this, we love you, and it's like the dream of a lifetime to meet you tonight. So we're very excited and honored to watch you perform and to have a conversation and build a friendship. Any other data? Is he single? Is he married? Do we know? Does he have any kids? Do some more. What else? What awards has he won? We can congratulate him on the awards. I'm sure he must have won some big awards. What else you got for me?
Okay, let's see. He has won a few Grammys, BET Awards.
Does it say exactly how many? Because a few infers 2 to 3.
Okay, well.
Does it say the years?
I'll have to do more.
It's okay. There's no pressure here. What else? Just tell me what you see. Tell me more.
I mean, Rick Ross has been featured in many songs with different celebrities. Nicki Minaj, T.I. I mean, you name it. I mean.
Wait a minute. Maybe we'll meet Nicki Minaj tonight.
Yeah.
I bet Nicki's going to come. Shout out to Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
I love the remix of Hustlin' with Nicki.
Yeah.
We'll play that shortly. Anything else?
He was born, let's see, in Mississippi. Wow.
Okay, so he's a southern boy.
But he was also raised in Carol City, Florida.
So we have okay.
Yep, so he was born in Mississippi, but he was raised in Carol City.
Okay.
And Carol City is located in Miami, for those who not know.
Okay, that's good to know. Good information.
Let's see. Rick Ross, he owns a few franchises, which is Wingstop.
That's right. That I think that's one of the primary sources of his $1 billion revenue is the Wingstop restaurant chain.
Let's see. It does appear that he is married.
Sorry, ladies.
Let's see. To Lara Mercer.
Okay.
And let's see. I believe he has one child.
Do we have an age?
Tia Kemp.
Tia. How's Tia doing? Shout out to Tia.
Let's see. Born 2005.
Okay, so she's 20. She's the same age as my kids.
Let's see.
Shout out to Leia and Elliot.
That's what I can. I mean, like, that's all I can.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's amazing. So, you know, we always want to do the background. We always want to know the background on any celebrities we're meeting. You said there's another famous rapper coming out tonight.
T.I.
All right, so what do we know about him?
Well, T.I., he is also a global international rapper. He's been in films like Taken and ATL. He's originally from Atlanta, I believe, Atlanta, Georgia. His wife is Tiny. She, I believe, was in the group with Candy Burris. I think the group was called Escape.
Okay.
A few reality shows. And T.I. has won Grammys, BET Awards. He's just all over the place. He's an entrepreneur. He's been popping since I was in high school. So T.I. and Rick Ross are definitely two of the biggest rappers of our modern day generation in hip hop.
And we're going to get to see the two most incredible rappers perform tonight at the Caesars Palace. How do you feel about this, Tonio?
Well, I mean, it's definitely mind-blowing. It really is. It's overwhelming. Somebody like me who love music. Music is therapeutic in so many different ways. Love hip-hop, love R&B. It's not really about, the person's influence. It's how the way they make you feel. You know what I mean? Anybody can be an influencer, but it's what you do. Aside from your influence, how you invest to help others in the community. And one thing I can definitely say about Rick Ross and T.I. is that they have created foundations. They have given back to their community. And as a community activist, that's something that I really love the most. You know what I mean? With that amount of wealth,
right?
They don't sit on it. They actually do things to help better other people. You know what I mean? So shout out to Rick. Shout out to T.I. Ricky Rose. Love y'all.
I just had a vision for us, Tonio.
What's that?
What is one of the key questions we should be asking Rick Ross and T.I. tonight?
Well, I mean, what's your law of life?
Well, that's always one. But we know that the Tonio Inclusion Summit is going to be this year in 2025.
Correct.
And we're looking for our first venue sponsor.
Correct.
So I'm thinking that you let Rick and T.I. know about the Tonio Inclusion Summit. Tell them the mission, which is that all people are included.
Correct.
Regardless of their race,
correct,
religion,
absolutely,
gender. I mean, that's really, we have very similar missions.
Correct.
But you're also taking it to another level. You're going to be giving awards. Thank you, Tanmay. Thank you for the shout out, Tanmay Sharma from India. You're also going to give awards to people that advance the mission of connecting community with celebrity.
Correct.
And so that's really something we're doing, right? We're connecting. Like, for example, Jonathan, did you think you were going to get invited to Caesar's Palace tonight?
No, definitely not.
All right. So that's the mission of connecting community to celebrity. I think that's a pretty good tagline. And I think that people get it. Because basically, you grew up in Lauderdale Lakes.
No, I grew up in
Lauderhill?
No, I live in Lauderhill.
Okay.
Born in Fort Lauderdale, but I grew up in Pompano Beach, Florida. Yes.
So through the Laws of Life platform and through you being an ambassador of the Laws of Life and the founder of the summit, you've been getting into rooms for the first time that you haven't been in.
I mean,
high level networking.
I would have to say definitely on a higher level definitely on a level of high level, yes. I've always been blessed to be in rooms, but now I can say as I progress, with my activism in the community, definitely meeting you, being a part of Laws of Life, it has matriculated to a whole different other level, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is that, once again, me, yourself, people, they just notice you. You know what I mean? You don't have to do too much. People will know when you are doing too much or when you are truly just authentic. And that's something I've always strived to be. and just connecting with you, Blanca. I do appreciate the fact that you have, brought me in. You saw something in me that other people didn't see. And it has been such a adventurous journey with you. It has been very, very beautiful, and I'm just very proud of you, very excited for you. We have learned so much from each other. And I'm just very thankful that you have been very inspired by, getting more actively involved in, marginalized communities. Because I do know that the community that you are really in is like super duper, like high-end network.
Yeah.
And, but not forgetting that there are people in those grassroots communities that would never envision themselves being in those spaces. And I'm just very thankful that I am like the vessel to show people that it is possible who live in those grassroots communities that, when you work hard, when you are kind to people, when you don't have like any hidden agendas, people will see you. We don't know when, but at the end of the day, just stay prayed up, keep faith alive, and it's gonna happen. And this is the perfect example of, just being at the right place at the right time, treating people good, and all of a sudden, the blessings come.
Oh, Tanmay said, I would love to attend such an event where I can learn and grow and meet with knowledgeable people of different personalities.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely, Tanmay. Well, we're always happy when you come into our Tuesday Laws of Life International Networking Summit Interactive Talk Show. But, Tonio, I love what you said. And it's powerful. It's
Thank
powerful. You. It's also, so there's a couple laws of life in play here. The first is the law of taking a gamble.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
And we took a gamble by getting in the car and driving to New Orleans. And I do want to give a shout out to Genevieve, because she really inspired the mission, and we wish her only the best. And
beautiful shout out to Genevieve. We love you, Genevieve.
We do. We absolutely love Genevieve. And she had the passion, and she said, let's get in the car and let's go. And we went, Tonio, Genevieve, and I. And it really does take a team of people to help you, to support you, and to inspire you, along the journey. Could I have come to New Orleans by myself? Yes. But I can tell you it wouldn't have been half as much fun without having good friends around supporting us. And I'm excited about that. Additionally, you want to get into, well, wait, let me talk a little bit about the gamble. So we didn't have any tickets to any events when we were driving here. We didn't know who we were going to meet. But there's also the law of the anchor connection. And I do want to give a big shout out to Stephanie Anderson. Stephanie welcomed us with open arms.
Beautiful Stephanie.
To New Orleans. And the first night that we got here, she had an NFL event at her cabin on the bayou.
That was gorgeous. I loved it.
God, it was.
Wow.
And so it started there. When we went to that event, we met the founder of a veteran nonprofit, Richard, who's 90 years old. And the other law is you never know what you're going to have in common with someone.
That's right.
But let me tell you a secret. You have something in common with every person on this planet. And so many people overlook people because they think they have nothing in common with them.
Correct.
And that's not the case. Like, we're still getting to know Richard, our driver. I want to find out more about you because I know there's going to be a magical connection, and we're going to find it. And to talk to everybody in the world, because we're all one community together.
Mm-hmm.
And so take the gamble and just go for it. And yes, we are going to this event today from 12 to 6, and we were invited by Dr. Richard Miles, who's the founder of the Minority Football League, the MFL. And he was very kind enough to invite us to today's event, so we're really excited about that. And just take the gamble. So that goes into the second law of life, which I learned from Grant Cardone. So shout out to Grant Cardone. And Grant always said, Tonio and Jonathan, he always said, get in the room. Because if you don't get in the room and you just stay home, nothing will happen. Every opportunity develops from relationships. And you have to learn the confidence and build the muscle to jump.
Correct.
To jump. And that's where the exercise comes into play, and that's where the vitamins come into play, and that's where good nutrition comes into play. Because if you sleep, exactly.
Gotta sleep.
So you got to get in that room. So Jonathan, I really hope that you get in the room tonight. And so tell us, John, what's your dream? Because you're a relatively young man. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, wow.
28. And what is your dream, Jonathan?
My dream, probably to become a pilot.
Okay. So why? What inspired the desire to become a pilot?
I've just always loved it. It's always something I wanted to do.
You just love the air.
Yeah, I do.
So you're definitely an engineer of the road and of the sky.
Absolutely.
Now, were you influenced by any pilots? Anything in your family that wanted you to be a pilot?
Nope. No one.
No one. But what ignited that thought, that desire?
Probably flying for the first time.
Who took you?
My mother.
So tell us about that day and what you were thinking when you got the vision.
It was, I believe it was my 15th or 16th birthday, and we were flying to Washington, D.C.
Nice.
And I just remember that. Ever since then, I've always wanted to fly the plane. Not just ride in it, but fly the plane.
Amazing.
That's good.
Well, shout out to Jonathan's mom. What's her name?
Christy.
We love you, Christy.
We love you, Christy. And what does Christy do?
Christy is a gym manager.
All right.
All right. What's the name of the gym? You remember?
Bayou Bend Health System.
Okay, very cool. All right. So what are the steps? What are you going to do next to make that vision come alive?
Start the training for sure. Work hard, make enough money so I can pay for it.
How much does it cost to be a pilot, to go to that
It just depends on which route you want to go to. Just to get your private pilot's license around my area would probably cost me around $30,000 to $35,000.
Yeah, that's the same, like South Florida.
Yeah.
So for 35, so let me ask you a question. Is that the reason you haven't done it yet, the 35,000?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So if somebody gave you a check for 35,000 today, you'd start school tomorrow?
I'd start
You're
tomorrow.
ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's set an intention, Tonio. Let's tell Rick Ross about Jonathan and ask him if he'll sponsor Jonathan's pilot license tonight.
Hey, Rick. Hey, listen, man. You are huge in philanthropy. Check your boy out.
Wait a minute.
He's actually really nice.
Remember, we got to think, then big things happen. So I want to give a shout out to JC, my strategic partner on our AI consulting company, because she encouraged me to watch a movie called The Secret. And it's a movie on YouTube, and it teaches the art of thoughts become things. And she told me to watch that movie every day for 30 days, and today is day 15. Since I started watching this movie, so Jonathan, are you open to watching The Secret every day for 30 days? You accept the challenge?
I do.
All right, and you're going to tell us how things are going to start happening for you. I don't think if I would not have started watching The Secret, we would be meeting Rick Ross tonight. I truly believe that in my heart. Do you agree, Tonio? What do you think?
I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, there's something for the past month, you know, alone, just like talking about just, you know, your projects with Blanca's Law and, you know, just the connections that is intertwined with it, and you just saying, I'm going to meet Rick Ross, I'm going to meet Rick Ross, I'm going to meet Rick Ross. Like, I'm like, girl, okay, yes, you're going to meet Rick Ross. Okay, I get it. Like, okay. Like, okay, like, I get it. But, you know, it's happening.
It's happening.
So, I mean, of course, yes. I mean, I'm like, okay, girl, you're going to meet Rick Ross. Yes, yes, I got you. Yes. Yeah, we're going to meet him. And, we're meeting him.
I actually believe
in less than 12 hours, we're going to be meeting Rick Ross.
In less than 12 hours.
In less than 12
we're gonna
hours.
meet Rick Ross and T.I.
And, and
Winter.
the one and only.
And we get to meet Winter.
T.I., yep, and Winter.
That's going to be, he's the director at the Caesars Palace Fillmore Club. And we're just so thankful. Shout out to Winter.
Yes, Winter, thank you so much.
So
Thank
if there's
you so
anybody out there watching that wants to be added to the VIP guest list of the Caesars Palace Fillmore tonight, send me a text message, 561-543-9040. This is Blanca, your favorite celebrity entertainment attorney and litigation counsel. And all right, so we've talked about taking the gamble. We've talked about being ready. We've talked about getting in the room, and we've talked about finding the connection. All right, so we have a goal. We're going to manifest Jonathan's tuition payment.
Yes, definitely.
Now,
Give it back.
Now I want you guys to expand on that vision. How can you even go bigger? I have an idea, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I have a big vision for Jonathan, but is there anything else you desire, Jonathan? Who do you want to fly for? Who do you want to be the private pilot for?
Let's say Rick Ross.
I'm telling you, hey, shoot.
His jet is awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. So, Jonathan, would you be open to being the private pilot of Rick Ross?
Oh yes, absolutely.
And then, wait a minute.
And not only that, like Rick Ross, I mean, I'm sure all of those high-end celebrities, you know, they have like great connections with the owners of these private jets, you know, to create them. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have those connections. So, you know, but once again, it just go based off of personality. If the personality ain't right, people are not going to be dealing with you. Your personality is in the right place. You see what I mean? So people want to do things for people who have great personalities.
Yes.
Period. Oh,
We're here?
Yes.
All right, so I guess we're
I'm
gonna
gonna go around, try to go around that way.
Okay.
Should be able to.
so we just gotta basically put the GPS and walk it.
Where are you headed to? 400.
400.
This is French Mart.
What was
That's
it called again, Tonio?
400 Esplanade.
Esplanade.
Yep. Esplanade.
Okay, so we're headed to 400 Esplanade. Here is an extra water, Tonio,
Oh,
This is
thank you.
for
Esplanade
water
Avenue.
supply.
Okay.
And this should be 400 Esplanade.
Okay. All right. I'm sure we'll find it. And guys, it is very, very packed out here. So
Is
this
it?
should be very
Do-
interesting.
Do me a
Busiest I've
favor.
ever seen it.
Oh, it's the busiest you've ever seen it?
Yes.
Is this your card?
Yes, that's all mine. That
Oh,
whole, that
wait.
whole,
No, that
no,
was
that's
yours.
mine. That's mine.
Okay.
That whole apparatus goes with the. That's another law of life. Always have a portable charger for your cell phone.
Yes. And
Never-
make sure it's charged. You're like your phone is charged.
Exactly. Never leave the house. So I'm gonna leave. Do you think it's too heavy for you to carry 2 waters? Should we just go with 1?
Okay. I won't be able to carry 2 waters because I'm gonna be. So how about I put my water in here?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to transition out, and we're taking you on our NFL networking journey. Thank you, Jonathan.
Yes.
And text us later if you
Yeah.
want to join us.
Absolutely.
I'm going to hand this over, and I guess this is our window to get out of the vehicle.
Yeah, there we go. That should take you wherever you need to go. This is downtown. You should be able to get everywhere from here.
Perfect.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Keep speed up so y'all.
Shout out to Jonathan. What's your Instagram, Jonathan?
Oh.
It's just Jonathan Olivier, my first and last name.
Jonathan,
Olivier.
spell that.
Text me.
Olivier.
All right, so let's set an intention that we find a pilot tuition sponsorship for Jonathan this week. And that's the fun of vision, is that you don't only have to make visions for yourself, but you can help others. I also have a vision, Tonio, that we're going to have Rick Ross and T.I. sponsor the Tonio Inclusion Summit.
Listen, it's time. 2025 is going to be a very, very beautiful year. And I'm loving this right here. They support the LGBTQ community.
Amazing.
That's
Should we go
very
visit
beautiful.
them?
Absolutely.
All right. Is this where you want us to get out?
Yeah, anywhere right here. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you
There's a
later,
whole
Jonathan.
LGBT quarter
Oh.
here. Like, there's a whole area. Beautiful.
Oh.
Text me your
thank you.
Instagram.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
Thank you.
So, journey continues.
Huh?
Is this for you?
You can leave.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you. Let me check. Make sure we didn't forget the law of checking the back seat.
I don't think so.
All right. Bye, Jonathan. Let's go over there because that caught your eye. So the next thing is we have to enter 400 Esplanade into your GPS so that we can walk there.
So they have a LGBTQ headquarter. That's what Jonathan said. So that's pretty interesting.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, wow.
Looks like there's a lot going on in the city today. I'm loving this. So beautiful. I love your chain. Oh, we got the New Orleans Jazz Festival. Looks like there's a private party over there. So we got to get into the room so that we can create the connections that will support and assist us in elevating our visions. And we need to know what our visions are so that we can ask for support, not just for ourselves, but for others. So
Hey.
you know where we're going?
No.
You gotta if you could kindly open your phone
Yeah.
and put the address in. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to walk to. We're going to the Lee VIP party. Lee Steinberg VIP party. That's the goal.
Let's cross over.
So you got the GPS, we're good to go. We are doing some NFL networking, baby. That's what we're doing. This is the NFL.
Just trying to make sure we're going the right way.
We're going to 400 Esplanade Avenue for the Lee Steinberg party.
Decatur.
Okay. How many minutes is the walk?
Since arrival time is 1:23, so 2 minutes away.
You're kidding me. We're that close?
Yeah, we're that close.
Jesus, we got lucky.
Yeah,
Thank you, God. A 2-minute walk?
2-minute walk.
Wow. I was really thinking it was going to be like longer, so that's great.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, if we can find Decatur, then we're there. But
Oh.
for some reason,
Yeah.
it looks like we're like walking away.
Okay.
So
Well,
so
but
we need to find Decatur.
But it says on your left 400. Let's see here. What street is this? Barrett something. You think we should turn around?
Let's just see what this street is right here.
Okay.
In 600 feet, the destination is on your left.
I think we're okay.
Okay, I believe so.
I think if we go straight 600 feet on our left, we'll be there.
Another law of
Thank
life,
you,
guys.
John May. We love you.
Optimism.
We're excited. I hope the Rick Ross meeting goes well. We met a retired NFL player, Ben Garland. And I invited him to come to the Caesars Palace with us tonight as a VIP guest entrance access. I think he's amazing. Wow. Isn't New Orleans beautiful? Just such a charming city. I'm a city girl. Are you a city boy?
I am. I grew up in the city, but I'm very both city and suburb.
All right, so 700 feet. While that's running, can you do me a favor and Google Lee Steinberg and tell us a little bit more about him? I think he's one of the frontiers of the acting world, but just verify that. I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe I could be completely wrong on that. He's probably an athlete. He's some type of historical icon in athleticism. But if you could tell us a little background on our host, that would be good.
Yeah.
Hey, gorgeous ladies, how are you? You got the bubble machine out? The bubble machine?
Wonderful.
I love it. So we're just walking up to the Lee Steinberg event. L-E-I-G-H for the record.
Lee Steinberg is a sports agent, philanthropist, author, and educator who has represented over 300 professional athletes in a 15-year career. He's known for securing record-setting contracts, earning his clients more than $4 billion, and directing over $1 billion to charities.
Oh!
Steinberg has represented some of the biggest names in sports, including Hall of Famer Steve Young, Bruce Smith, and Troy Aikman.
Wow. So we're gonna meet Troy Aikman. I bet he'll be at the next party.
Hey, Curtis!
There's gonna be a lot of professional athletes, sports agents, lawyers at this next event.
Right.
Celebrities. Okay, very exciting. Hopefully, as an entertainment attorney, I'd love to connect with him. Maybe that could create some entertainment work in the state of Florida. Potentially litigation work if there's a breach of contract scenario.
In a quarter mile, the destination is on your left.
Apparently, this is taking place in in some type of museum. Oh, I gotta change my boots before we go into the venue, by the way. It's a little hot, right? But look, at least it's not raining. It's sunny. Must be about 90 degrees. But this is nice. We're getting a little taste. There's a lot of beads all over the place because of Mardi Gras. It's a very festive town. Do you find this city difficult to drive in?
It's very difficult.
Is it?
Yes.
A lot of turns, a lot of mini ramps.
Yep.
I love the style of architecture in New Orleans with all the little balconies on the top.
In a quarter mile, the destination is on your left.
Perfect.
Yeah, the buildings are very beautiful.
Do you have a picture of Lee Steinberg? I'd like to see what he looks like. Sorry to bother you while we're walking.
That's okay.
Thank you. All right, so that's Lee Steinberg. Very handsome.
In a quarter mile, the
Very
destination is on
accomplished.
your left.
Sports agent. Shout out to Lee Steinberg for hosting an NFL event today. Look forward to meeting you. You feeling good about our navigation? Does it feel right?
I believe so.
Excuse me? Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's very hot.
Must be like 92 degrees today. It's freaking beautiful weather. We're very blessed with this weather. Very, very blessed. Tony, did you order Chinese food?
No.
Is there?
No.
You also have a
No. No.
All right, thank you.
What are we,
I just want to. Okay.
you need assistance?
First, let's find somewhere cool. Let's pause. Let's find somewhere cool because I feel like that is taking us away.
Let me see. Let me
Yeah.
see.
I'm going over here by the cool shade. Hello.
Oh, okay. All right, so do me a favor and just... All right, we'll be right back. We're just gonna put this down for 1 second. Okay. All right, so it is that way. So we gotta, where are you going? We gotta go that way. Eight minutes. Start on Barak Street, which is what we're on, and we're gonna take a right on Rampart Street. So we're walking in New Orleans. We're an 8-minute walk away from the Lee Steinberg Party, who's one of the biggest sports agents in the history of America, with $4 billion in closed deals for athletes and celebrities in the world. We did our preliminary research, so we're more educated about our host. And we're gonna take you inside with us so that we can have fun. I'm your celebrity entertainment attorney. I'm always here to help the community with any legal questions that you have. Always happy to serve. Everyone in the world receives a complimentary consultation. Now, I'm licensed in the state of Florida, but if you do have an issue in another state or country, I can always identify and retain a local counsel. That's very good for big companies because sometimes, Tonio, they have offices in multiple states and they don't want to deal with 7 different local councils. So
Right.
by working with me, I can be what's called the managing counsel. And I was instrumental in designing the managing counsel model of litigation management while I was head of litigation at Aquan Loan Servicing. And I divided the country into categories, and I then managed the managing counsel, who then assisted me in hiring the local counsel, and then we were able to manage litigation and any type of real estate anywhere in the country.
Got it.
So if somebody says, well, Blanca's not a Louisiana attorney, how can she help us? You can say, well, Blanca's a managing counsel. So Blanca can assist in finding the right local counsel, and then you have a team of 2 attorneys. If they say, wow, isn't that going to cost me more money? The answer is no, because we divide the tasks on the case 80-10%, where I will still do 80% of the cases, but utilize the local counsel for the remaining 20%.
Nice.
So they're not getting double billed, and they're getting 2 attorneys for the price of 1. What a beautiful suit.
Thank you.
All right. What are the colors of Louisiana? Is it purple?
I believe it's green, gold, and purple. Don't know what the meaning is, but I've seen a lot of it.
Definitely. Well, I got some purple on. You got some gold on. We're okay. What's our next move?
He's taking us away again.
Maybe we should call an Uber.
Okay, come on, Blanca. Let's just. My bag is heavy. I'm
Okay.
sweating.
Okay. Should we call an Uber?
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Let's call an Uber. All right, we're gonna call an Uber and we'll come back with live coverage. Thanks, guys.